Hello, everybody. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Seems like you can. Let me see this. Yeah, should be working. Should be working. Hello, everyone. Hey, we got Linda Belk and Sarah Joy and Melissa McQueen are all moderating. Thank you, moderators. Thank you. Dave Moss is here. Kim Hayes is here. Kim, I think, is in Oregon. I wonder if it's raining where she is. Tony Del Monte. Kim was just at a children's Halloween party. Tony's going to record some more songs. Very nice. Hundreds more. Ryan the Gamer. Queen of the South. I owe thank yous to Arizona Jumper. Thanks so much. I haven't even done anything yet. Hey, thanks Arizona Jumper for the donation. That's very kind of you. And also Denise Horton. Thank you so much, Denise Horton. I really appreciate that. And Sonic. Oh, we're going to miss Sonic tonight. Unfortunately, we're going to miss Sonic. Well, thanks for saying hi, Sonic. Thanks for the donation, too. Too bad you won't be here. So we look forward to catching Sonic later. If you have any messages for Sonic, you can leave them in the chat. He'll see them later. We also got Nan B, Denise Horton. No, we know, I mentioned Denise Horton. Madison, John A. and Petey, Ryan the Gamer. Jake from State Farm is here. April Coco is here. Regular Start Reactions is here. Barb Filer. She's been enjoying her birthday weekend all over Cambridge. Sing Neon. Callie Voltaire is watching the 49ers in California. It's raining there in the Bay Area. Fahrenheit 451 is here. Marzelle is here. She is making lasagna. Oh, she hurt her back. My back's a bit sore today. It's possibly because I ran again. I've ran like 4 straight days, which has been great. I haven't ran 4 straight days forever. My back's a little sore, though. I took an Advil. I rarely take like an aspirin or Advil, but I took an Advil because it was really bothering me in my back. Anyways, it's feeling a little better now, though. John A. says, Petey sends his regards. Ziggy is here. T is here. Epsington. Westhawk. Lefty's Right Witch is here. Blue Bayou is here. Polly is here. Miss Ravioli. Rascally Rabbit, Paula Faust. She is in North Texas. Epan is here. Jenny's Books and Vlogs. Alex Alexander. Jody Ross. Team Trying, Wendy Lincoln, Tony Nagy, Seri, Rosemary Randolph, Linda Gordon, Pepe the Frog. Kevin Ashburner is watching from Auckland, New Zealand. Cool. Brendan Brumon. Brandy Jenny Cover Me. Cherry Cola. Mantronics. JB. Salon Girl. Done Said You. Pate Strick. Darren Markley, Rainy Janie, thank you. Brian Vanningen. Honeylon. All right, so we're hanging out. My fantasy football team, by the way, is like the worst one I've ever had. They're so terrible. They're just awful. I mean, I say they're my players, but it's just been it's a lost year of fantasy football. What can I say? It's very bad. Andrew Broadwater is here. Michelle Lee is here. Oh, where Michelle is, it's muddy and dark and raining. And it's supposed to rain all night. So welcome to our live stream. It's actually raining in Orlando. Do you know that? It's raining here. It's been so long since it rained here. When it was raining, I started thinking to myself, it never rains here. And then I was like, what am I saying? Of course it always rains here. It's just it hasn't rained here for like a week. Oh, Nightbot's working now, I guess. First Things is here. Shane D is here. Roxanne Betke. Jennifer Towers says cold in Maine. Polly's weekly fan duel has been pretty horrible too. My team is so bad. Then I pick up new people and it's just bad. Bad, 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 bad. John, I am removing your comment. Why am I removing your comment, John? Here's why I'm removing your comment. Because it's against the rules. So John, hello, but I'm removing your comment. A bunch of randomness said they're getting a bunch of rain in Australia. Kay Bati is here from Mississippi. Davy Boy says getting wet in Toronto. My mom said it's supposed to rain a lot in Boston for several days. I did not know this. It's almost the end of the 80-degree highs in Orlando for now. This is the Orlando weather. See, next 5 days, 85, 86, 82, 82, 78. Then it gets, I think we're almost done with the 80s highs. Then our lows get down into the 50s. Uh-oh. It's warm tonight. It's like tropical storm out tonight. Warm and rainy and humid. Barb is only an hour north of Boston. Kimberly Barr says windy and raining in western Washington tonight. Jody Ross is here. Brutus is here. Erica the pharmacist is here. Yeah, I don't know how humid it'll be when it's in the 50s here. We'll have to see. Anyways, I'm not complaining about the temperature. I'm just pointing out. Sharon Heberling is here. Sharon, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, Sharon? I hope you're feeling okay. What happened to your hip? What's the status of your hip? Dan Avalon is here. No, Ram, I haven't ordered my boots. I'm going to do that probably in a week or so. If I ordered them now, then I would be out of the 30-day window to return them before even trying them out. I'm going to be ordering some Zero boots for when I go back to Boston and get them shipped there. But I want to wait because I need to be able to return them if they don't fit. Will it is here. But Will it, you broke the rules. I think that's why Will it got timed out. Will it, you broke the rules. You broke the news rule. Can we expect a... I'll mention the boots from Boston. If I keep them, I'll certainly talk about them in Boston. But we'll have to see if they fit. My zero boots. We talked about this on an earlier stream. See, I can just say watch the earlier stream, right? Because I have the chapters. Which stream was that? All right, there's the channel. We have to go back. Maybe it was this one. No. See, I go to the chapters. Chapters. No boots chapter there. How about this one? Wednesday, no. How about Thursday, 10:14? No. I could have swore we had a chapter. Friday? Maybe I didn't have a chapter about the boots. Hold on. The camera's back. No. Sunday, last Sunday, maybe? No. Last Monday? Yes, boots. See, boots. If you go to 10:18 stream, I talk about boots. I talk about how I'm going to buy, I got to get some boots for when I go back to Boston because I don't have any boots there. Anyways, so you can watch that chapter if you want. Watch the whole chapter. Trying to show some of it to you, but I can't get to the right place. Anyways. Melissa says, which boots did you decide on? You can watch the chapter and find out. I say it in the chapter. I'd already decided in the chapter. See, this is the thing. You can go back and watch the chapter. It's the boots by the Zero Shoes, who makes the shoes I wear. They don't make many boots. There's really only two choices. This one called Alpine, and these are the two winter boots they make. Those right there. So the idea is to try them both, and if they don't work, hopefully Amazon has them. But if they don't work, I'll just return them. I just won't wear them and return them. I just don't know if they'll fit and how they'll work. So, but I need boots. You need boots for when you're back in Boston. And my old boots are just 20-something years old, and they won't work with my feet now. No, people already contributed to Boots Fund, Cala Voltaire. A couple people contributed, I think, during that stream. Letter Artist said, my husband did his Cologuard test today. I had to tell him not to overfill it. Yeah, you don't want to do that. We'll see when I got to get my replacement test. I haven't gotten it yet. As soon as I do, I'll send it out. Southern Stitcher is here. Matt Danger is here. John A. and PD said his t-shirt post had a lot of impressions. I wonder if it's because people from the stream watched it, saw it. Because we showed your post on the air, right, John A. and PD? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm shipping them to Boston, but I gotta wait to order them because you only can return them 30 days after you order them. So if I order them now, then by the time I get there, it'll already be 30 days. And then if they don't fit, I'm out of luck. So I need to wait to order them until it's less than 30 days so I can return them if they don't fit. They just might not fit. So I got to be able to return them. So it'll get done. Namo What's C is here. Darren, yeah, those are the boots are insulated. I think they're water resistant too. If they don't fit, I'll have to get something else. But, Oh, no problem, Arizona Jumper. Yeah, so I got to, hopefully one of the two pairs will work. I mean, we'll see. I have a bunch of other Zero shoes that work. EPAN, I haven't decided what I'm doing about moving yet. The decision has not been made. It's possible I'll move to Boston like in the spring, but the decision has not been finalized. As soon as it is, I'll definitely let you know. But I don't know yet. I got some leeway because my building was so late in getting me my renewal offer that I haven't been forced to decide yet. Yes, Andrew, I'm going to Boston for Thanksgiving. SB says, my stuff from Amazon is delayed more often now. It used to always come like the next day. Tony is staying in Minneapolis. I don't like the cold, but there's pluses and minuses to everything. Oh, Madison's in Boston. I didn't know that. No, I probably won't be living with anyone. But Madison is in Boston. Ashley Stevie is here. Miss Ravioli is here. So it's possible, but we'll have to see. Hasn't been decided yet. James Williams is just north of Boston. Oh, Madison's in NYC. West Hawk used to live in Medford. Medford is where Tufts is. I went to grad school in Medford for 2 years. Why Boston? We have talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to really get into it. But my family is there. That's one big reason. And I like Boston. Michelle Lee's dad grew up in Cambridge, Mass. Phil from Los Angeles is here. No problem, Charlene. I just wanted to tell you why I wasn't going to talk about it in detail. Charlene says, I haven't been keeping up. Justin Rochkin is starting a new job. Very nice. Good luck. Maybe if I have time after the stream, I'll try to look into the hoodie stuff. I still haven't gotten that taken care of. Jennifer Tower is from Scituate, Mass. Matt, I have never been in Webster, Mass before. I found out my brother is hosting Thanksgiving, as he does a lot, but they're going to make sure everybody has to be vaccinated. You can't go to our family Thanksgiving if you're not vaccinated. Because it's going to be a bunch of people in like 2 rooms. So that's the way it needs to be. Yeah, Jane, SB, hopefully they'll be in stock. Somebody will have them. If they don't, they don't. I just can't order them before 30 days before I go. Aaron Odd is here. Katie McElroy is going to have her first grandchild in December. That's exciting. That's exciting. Pickled Grammar is here. Sharon Solomon is here. No, the moving has not been decided yet. Lady Bell is here. SB, I would rather not be lugging 2 pairs of boots with me to Boston, because I'm already going to be lugging a bunch of stuff to Boston. I'm going to have to take my heavy jacket to Boston, which is big. Happy Quails is here. Country Girl is here. I hope you've had a good weekend. Lady Bell is here. Roger Reynolds is here. Robert Carley is here. Mick Jen is here. Hello, Mick Jen. SB says, I've gotten spoiled with availability in Amazon and I'm readjusting my level of patience. Yeah, sometimes they don't have stuff. I have to show you something, by the way. Marzell sent me a picture of an AFTV magnet that she bought, I guess at TeePublic. She sent me a picture of it. So I wanted to show you the picture of the AFTV magnet. Oops, that didn't really work well, did it? That didn't work well at all. I think that worked. Where did it go? Where is it? I just saved it. Why isn't it there? What happened to it? There it is. Okay, so this is hang on. Just hang on a moment. Okay, this is the picture Marzell sent of the AFTV magnet. See, so the magnet's down here. And there's a horse, and there's some fabric. Oh, maybe, no, it's her fridge. Is that her fridge? I think it's her, looking at her, maybe her fridge from the floor. So thank you, Marzell, for sending that in. She's got it on her fridge. It took me a while to realize that was the fridge. She's got a horse on her fridge. There's a horse on her fridge. It does look good, Sarah Joy. Through no work of mine, I never told them to make a magnet. They just said T Public just made a magnet. It does look good though. I agree with you. Oh. TT is here. I'm so annoyed. Yesterday I went to get chicken fingers, as I told you last night, which you can go watch in the chicken fingers chapter in last night's broadcast. And I had like 3 of the 9 left over, and I was going to have them today. And I went to heat them up, and one of them looked a little small, and I was like, it's kind of lame they give you a small one. But I was like, maybe it just has a lot of chicken meat in it. Then when I put it in the microwave, and then when I took it out, I realized I tried to cut into it, and I couldn't cut through it, and I realized they gave me a chicken wing instead of a chicken finger. There's so much more. The chicken fingers are huge. The chicken wings are small. So it had practically no chicken on it. So next time I go there, I'm going to be darn sure I get all chicken fingers. I was not happy with that. Because like 3, it would have been like the right amount of food for my snack if it was 3, but it was 2 chicken fingers and a chicken wing. I was really annoyed. I should have said something about it yesterday. Because it was small. And I should have been like, this is kind of a lame chicken finger. But I didn't bother, and I should have. But then I should have, but now I know it wasn't even a chicken finger at all. It was a chicken wing. Actually, chicken tender. I'm sorry. It was a chicken tender. It was supposed to be a chicken tender, but it was a chicken wing. Yeah, it was lame. It was lame. So next time I go back there, I'm going to have a word. I'm going to be very careful. Also, next time I go back there, I'm just going to order an extra full order of chicken tenders for the next day, because they actually stay well for a day. It's like a good amount of chicken. So next time I go there, I'm going to get 2 orders worth of chicken. Paul is going to get the agenda-free magnet. Cool. I hope you like it. Grim Hades is here. Marzel is here. I already said that. Somebody else I wanted to say. Terry D24 is here. Katie McElroy is here. Todd Panning is here. Oh, Barb got the pop socket. I need another one. Yeah, Barb, if you want, send a picture of the pop socket. I always like the merch pics, Barb. My pop socket is like a year old. You can barely see the logo on it anymore. This is what do they call this? Patina, when you have like aging on something. It's got a nice patina on it. It's kind of there's something fun about it. Oh, Linda, did you order those stickers that I told you about? Did you order the stickers, or did you just do it through watch the video? Maybe Linda just watched the video. Grim Hades, you got to ask the mods. You got to message the mods about that again. The mods are the ones who deal with the unblocking. So if you think you were supposed to get unhidden and you haven't, you gotta ask the mods again. They're the ones you got to talk to. It doesn't go directly through me. It goes through the mods. So you got to talk to them. Linda says, I will use the stickers if I have to remove it again. Okay. There's that link to talk to the mods right there. Katie says, how cold in Boston does Boston get? It can get down below 0 in Boston. It's kind of rare. Doesn't happen that much, but it can. It's generally really cold during the winter, though. It's the worst thing about Boston, the winter. Sing Neon sent a picture of the mug that Sing Neon uses, along with Sing Neon's crocheting that Sing Neon does while lurking. If I can display it here. Where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Hang on. There it is. Here, this is Sing Neon's, that's Sing Neon's mug and crocheting that Sing Neon does while lurking. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Very nice. Very nice, Sing Neon. We have a lot of talented viewers. Yeah, very nice coloring. You got the waves and you get the diagonal and the horizontal. We got all kinds of creative viewers. It's like a big hat. Oh, is it a hat and blanket? I don't even know. I always like to see the merch. Oh, thank you, Arizona Jumper. Hold on a second here. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. She likes that I alert you in advance for the stream. She says, helpful. It gives me time to feed cat, gather snacks, etc. Yeah, it's just worked out the last couple nights that I knew more in advance. I'll keep doing it if you like it. I'll keep posting on Twitter. Like tonight I posted like an hour before the stream that we were going to go live in like an hour. If it helps you prepare, I can't guarantee I'll know it every stream though. I just happened to know the last 2 days that we were going on. I knew early. Thanks, Arizona Jumper. I appreciate that. Here's Barb Filer's pop socket. Look at that. That's what a new pop socket looks like. Very nice. I love my pop socket. Enjoy it. Yeah, I'm still using mine. Kathy Moran likes the early notification about the stream as well. 77 Pool Bob likes it too. Patrick Davis, you're the one we were wondering about. Grandma Pizza. Your ears must have been ringing, Patrick. Thanks, Patrick. That's who we were talking about. Grandma Pizza. Patrick, whenever I saw somebody on TikTok review a slice of Grandma Pizza the other day, and I thought of you. About 3 broadcasts ago, I said, who's the person who always mentioned Grandma Pizza? He would come and make donations, and none of us could remember who it was. And I said, oh, we haven't seen him in a while. It was Patrick Davis. That's awesome. Patrick, how are you? I still have not gotten a chance to try Grandma Pizza. I talk about it regularly. I just haven't been anywhere that they've had it. Grandma Pizza. Grandma Pizza is kind of like Sicilian pizza, but I guess it's different. Patrick says I'm good. Patrick loves Grandma Pizza, but I've never had it. I don't know if many of our viewers have had Grandma Pizza. Wow, mystery solved, as our viewers and moderators said. Grandma Pizza originates from Long Island. Thin, square pizza. Reminiscent of pizzas cooked at home by Italian housewives without a pizza oven. It's often compared to Sicilian pizza. Despite having existed for decades, Grandma Pizza was little known outside of Long Island, and even in New York, many did not know about it. In the late 2000s and early 2010s, the pizza became more popular and many pizzerias offered it. This was mainly due to people who had grown up eating Grandma Pizza and finally being able to open up their own pizzerias and offer it as a sign of respect and, is it homage, I think, to what they ate at home. Grandma Pizza. Paula says, I wish they had it in Texas. Madison likes Grandma Pizza. She says, go to Joe's Pizza in NYC. Patrick Davis says, it's so good. Patrick, are you in Long Island? I can't remember. It's good to see Patrick. Some of our viewers have a theory that when viewers leave, they always show up again at some random time. We haven't seen Patrick in a while. Roger Reynolds, I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out. You know better, Roger. Roger writes that Roger says, absolute bombshell news breaking tonight. Will you be covering it? It's such a violation of the rules. It's such a violation of the rules. Oh, Patrick is in New Jersey. I wonder if Patrick's near where Polly is. Patrick and Polly are both in New Jersey. Barb says the pop socket helps with their carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm sorry you have carpal tunnel syndrome. That stinks. Let's see here. How about Grandma Pizza versus Sicilian Pizza? Slice life. What's the difference between Sicilian and Grandma Pizza? The key difference is the dough, says blog.slicelife.com. The Sicilian pizza is, Grandma pizza is thinner than Sicilian. Grandma pizza has a thinner and denser crust than Sicilian. Sicilian has like a thick, fluffy crust. Sicilian has a softer crust that has more in common with focaccia bread. Okay. That's Sicilian there, right? I've had Sicilian a ton. I love Sicilian pizza. Polly says Patrick is northern, I'm way south. It's like two different worlds. Ah, that's right. Polly is in southern Jersey. Rhonda does not like Sicilian. Oh, I like Sicilian pizza. If I move to Boston, there's a pizza place that has Sicilian there that I really like that I'll go to all the time. But I don't know if I'm moving there. Lee Field. Hey, thanks, Lee Field. Good to see you, Lee Field from the UK. Lee is up late in the UK. Robin Banks is here. Oh, Charlene Abrams is in New Jersey too. Hey, thanks AJ and Linda Belk and Melissa McQueen and Sarah Joy for moderating. So nice of them to moderate. Thank you. If I'm ever at a Sicilian pizza place, I'll have to do like a live stream where I try. No, if I'm ever at Grandma Pizza Place, I'll have to do a live stream where I try Grandma Pizza. Why is there no Grandma Pizza Place just called Grandma Pizza? And the mascot of the place is Grandma. Her name is Grandma Pizza, and she makes Grandma Pizza. Someone open that up. That's such a good idea. Grandma Pizza. All right, give me 1 second. Doing a news check. Yeah, I am aware. I've been keeping an eye on this today. There's been some like tornado activity in Missouri. It's not something I would normally cover right now on Agenda Free TV, but I am keeping an eye on it. This is from Radar Scope. It's all Missouri. So like that is supposedly like a significant tornado, and that's a significant tornado up there. So all these four tornado warnings here. It's here, and here. So I'm keeping an eye on it, but at this point I'm not running on the air to cover it. Madison says Weather Channel is covering it, so I'm keeping an eye on it. It's just not, once in a while we cover tornado stuff, but I'm not covering it right now. Kay says Reed Timmer was going through there. James liked Regina pizza. Marzell said there were a lot of road closures and rocks down on highways and trees falling on propane tanks. A couple of those where she is. Polly says, I sent you a place that might be close to you that has grandma pizza. Polly sent me this place. He said they might have grandma pizza. Let's see. I'm looking, Polly. Specialty pizzas. Where does it say grandma pizza? Oh, grandma or Sicilian, down here. Grandma or regular Sicilian pizza. Interesting. Okay. They're in Winter Park. If I'm in Winter Park, maybe I'll go by there and try some grandma pizza. Pizzeria Valdiano. Thank you, Polly. They have good ratings. They have very good ratings there. Look at this place. Polly mentioned this place. Pizzeria Valdiano. Supposed to be good. That looks like grandma pizza maybe right there. That looks like it might be grandma pizza, but it might be Sicilian. I'll have to mark that down. I saved it in my want to go list. I just checked the radar again. There's this here, which looks like it's going north of Steelville, hopefully. There's this. I don't know if this is a tornado right here. Then there's this one, which might be making its way into Perryville, Missouri. So we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I don't cover every single set of tornadoes. It's not Agenda Free TV is not a weather channel. So, sometimes we cover them. These are in, oh, some of this, actually, one of them is in Illinois. Some of it's in Missouri, some of it's in Illinois. I'm sorry. Missouri and Illinois. That's what it is. I have to zoom out here. We're like on the Missouri, it's Missouri and Illinois. Let me see one other thing here. One other thing. There's no like big scanner everybody's listening to at the moment. Hang on. Well, I'm hoping they, if there are tornadoes, they lift before they hit the city. That would be good. Like, see this one up here? I don't know if I can show you this. If you look at this one up here, how can I get this on the screen here? Oh, this one right here. See where my pointer is? Hold on. If you look at where my pointer is here. See that right there, right here, where my pointer is, with the red circle, red oval and the green oval? You don't want to see that. But if you go a few frames forward in the radar, see how it kind of just fades out? Now you don't have that there anymore, which is good. So hopefully that one lifted right there. See, you have it bright green and bright red, but then you go down a little forward and it's not there anymore. So hopefully that lifted. I mean, it's still very stormy weather. This could be a big tornado. I'm not sure. I mean, it was. It was definitely a big tornado before. That's confirmed. So I'm hoping it looks like it still is. That's the one, Perryville. And then I mean, this is all stormy weather here. I just don't know if it's a tornado down here. So you can't just tell from looking at the radar. So I will keep an eye on it. Clearly some really stormy weather. And there was a couple tornadoes actually spotted. But I'm hoping it lifts. I'm hoping they lift. And then Perryville, Missouri is in what county, just so I know? Perryville is in Perry County. Roger Reynolds, next time I'm hiding you, Roger. Roger, next time I'm hiding you. Next time I'm hiding you. We'll put the scanner on. I'm going to put the scanner on, see what the scanner is saying. I think. How can I do this? I might have to put my headphones on. Because if I put the scanner on, you'll hear an echo. I need my little headphones here. Oh, that one's offline? Are you sure? I'm seeing one that a bunch of people are listening to. Let's see. This is the one here. Why is this not doing this? Hang on. I gotta do it this way. Hang on. I'll do it this way. That's the scanner. Jonah Cat says it's offline. That's the scanner for the town. That's the scanner for Perryville, where there might be a big tornado passing through. I don't know if it is. It might be. I'm hoping it lifted.
Weldon Spring 230.
Oh, there it is. Well, I don't know if that's the one I get for Perry County. So.
Go ahead. Confirming it'll be the Trinity Baptist Church.
Turn it down. So we'll listen.
230, well, that sounds correct. I know it's Baptist Church. I don't know if it's Trinity, but that sounds correct.
Why can't I turn this down?
Pretty well, and it should be on the right side of the roadway as you're coming north on 61 from Z-Zebra.
Yeah, this is the right scanner for Perryville because it covers Perry County.
313.
Yeah, so this one up here, which was supposedly a significant tornado before, you're not seeing it as much on the radar. Down here, you're clearly seeing stormy weather. There's a tornado warning, but you're not seeing on the radar something that looks like a super strong tornado there, although there could be. This one, it's this right here. It's this right in here. This. That's the most worst looking thing. And this was a tornado before. But now if you look at it, it says radar indicated rotation. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a tornado there right now.
To St. Mary's, per 230, the staging location will be at the Trinity Baptist Church. We've routed the CFS to that location. It's got to be at 500 Mulberry Street. They're advised to take 55 to Route Z-Zebra, take that to northbound 51 in the church.
The other thing I can say is I'm not seeing a debris signature on the left. Like, you don't want to see a big, giant, blue, round ball on the left where this is on the right, and I'm not seeing that, which is better than seeing it. So we'll see. Sorry. No, guys, I can't, guys, really, I can't start streaming on both channels at the same time. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, okay? It just doesn't. Well, somebody else said it serious. Somebody else said it kind of seriously.
Attention troops and officers, cars, Perry County. The National Weather Service, Paducah, has issued a tornado warning for Perry County.
Right,
a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Perryville, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Again, the National Weather Service, Paducah, has issued a tornado warning for Perry County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Perryville, moving east at 40 miles an hour.
We knew that. We knew all this already.
National Weather Service 2137.
That we already knew. That's already. We already knew that.
Units, once they're on Z-Zebra, make the T intersection into Highway 61. They'll just make a left. And they should find the church within a mile or so of the intersection of C and 61. Clear. Cars en route. Were you clear? Clear. Okay, clear.
I think I might turn that scanner off for now.
A34 Weldon. A34.
I think.
A3 and myself are 23 in St. Mary. We came from St. John down 61. We may not be able to make it to the staging location. There's quite a few power lines down here in town.
All right. Okay, so we were just covering. I was just checking out the. There was a couple tornado warnings going on. There still are, in Missouri and Illinois. So I wanted to just check in on it and see what the specifics were at this particular time. That's what we were doing. So I was listening to the scanner to see. A10 pilot. A10 pilot, I'm timing you out. Why am I timing out A10 pilot? Look, I don't know how many times I have to mention this. Don't bring up news in the chat unless it's an absolute emergency. A Sudan coup is not an absolute. That's not something I would run in cover on Agenda Free TV. So you don't want to be mentioning that in the chat. It gets in the way of the show. Now, if I see something, I might tell you about it. That's different. But I mean, I've just said it so many times. The rule is simple. You don't bring it up unless it's an absolute emergency. Come on, you know this. All right, sorry, I wanted to check the tornado stuff to see what is happening, and just, sometimes stuff happens and I don't know if I'm going to be covering it, so I have to actually look at it while it's happening here. So that's why for the last 15 minutes I've been looking at the tornado stuff. But right now I don't see anything that would warrant me covering it on Agenda Free TV. That was the question. And the only way I can know that is to actually look. Okay. We'll continue with this stream. Cover Me said we just had a brief power outage. Lee Field, it is a fake plant that's behind me. One of our viewers sent me a fake plant. By the way, there was a coup d'etat in Sudan in 2019. Look, 2019 Sudanese coup d'etat. So I will certainly, if there's a coup there now, I'll read up on it. But I would not normally run over and cover it on agenda-free TV. I haven't read about Sudan lately, so I don't know about the status of things there now. Actually, Wikipedia says there was a coup attempt in September, according to Wikipedia. I guess according to the government said, or media reports. I don't know. I don't know if this really, I think the government said there was. I can't speak to what really happened. Wikipedia reported what it got. That was in September. You know, so I don't really know what's going on there right now, but I'm not running over to cover it. I don't know how common it is there. I don't know how common it is there. I'm just saying. It's not something I would cover on agenda-free TV at the moment. Better to send it to me on Twitter. Thank you, A10 Pilot. What I will have to do is I will have to read, if it's true that it's happening now, I'll have to read some articles on it and get some context because I don't have background in that area. Okay. By the way, thanks to our moderators, Linda Belk, Sarah Joy, AJ, Melissa McQueen. Thanks, Regular Start Reactions, for watching by. The thing I remember about Sudan is like they had big protests a couple of years ago. Hey, look, by the way, look at this. See, this is the kind of thing that's relevant. This is 8 days ago. 8 days ago in CNN. This was 8 days ago, October 17th. Sudan protesters call for a military coup as political crisis deepens. This was 8 days ago. What does it say? 8 days ago, thousands of demonstrators gathered in front of the presidential palace to call for the military to seize power as Sudan grapples with the biggest political crisis in its 2-year-old transition. The military and civilian groups have been sharing power in Sudan in an uneasy alliance since there was the toppling of long-standing President Omar al-Bashir in 2019 after protests. But following a failed coup attempt in September attributed to forces loyal to Bashir, military leaders have been demanding reforms to the Forces of Freedom and Change Coalition and the replacement of the cabinet. Civilian leaders have accused them of aiming for a power grab. This is not something I'm fluent with. At roots of the crisis are disputes on issues of justice, military restructuring, and the dismantling of the financial apparatus of Bashir's regime, analysts say. It's very, I don't really get a good understanding of it from that, but it sounds like there's different groups fighting for power in Sudan. Sounds like there's also some struggles between like civilian leadership and military leadership there, from what I can gather. I'll have to read up on it. Now, is this a real user, Hot Girl TV? I don't know if that's a real user. Well, it's somebody. I don't know about this person, Hot Girl TV, who says, hello, host. Munica is here. Jock Godbout is here. Chris Lund says, that's my sister. Hey, good to see you, Christopher Lund. Chris Lund is here. Hang on one moment here. Yeah, so by the way, you know, whether be it from tornadoes or like stormy weather, it sounds like there's some damage, some very significant damage in places like Missouri and stuff. So I certainly hope people are okay there. Let's see here. Sherry Morrissey is here. Munica is going back into lurk mode. Chris says, was eating a pizza. I assume it was not a grandma pizza. Yes, A10 Pilot. I love Chicago deep dish pizza. Oh, so what I was saying before is Callie Voltaire said Dune was good. However, I think I need to reread the books. I was wondering that. I'm going to watch Dune, but I was wondering how much I need to have remembered the books to appreciate the movie. Chris had Via 313 pizza in Austin. Via, look, there's a bunch of them. Via 313 Pizza. That's where Chris, I've never heard of it, Chris. Via 313 Pizza. Oh, thank you, Barb Filer. Thanks, Barb. That's very kind of you, Barb. Barb says, thanks for such a fun, informative, and entertaining channel. I always look forward to these connections with you and other chatters and learning about cool new products. And some not cool new products, too. Hey, Barb, that's very nice of you. I really appreciate that, Barb. Thank you. Thank you, Barb Filer, for all your support. Very nice of Barb. Thank you, Barb. So Chris went to Via 313 Pizza. Do they have a lot of locations? Austin. Coming soon to Utah and other places in Texas. Sorry, Linda, no Odessa, Texas. They're in Utah, too. There's like 6 of them. Via 313 Pizza. Ooh, they have Detroit-style pizza. I don't know what Detroit-style pizza is. It's called square, but it's really rectangle. All right. It's a version of Sicilian pizza. Detroit style. Let's see if I can get some pictures of it. Here it is. Via 313 Pizza. This is what it looks like. This is in Austin. See how it's rectangular? Chris says it's good. It has the, ooh, look at it. It has some, I don't know if that's ice cream or gelato or what. Whatever that is. Ooh. Alibaba says gelato. Those are from Google. Those photos. I don't think I like gelato when I've had it. Not Cupcake says Detroit pizza puts sauce on top of the cheese. Detroit style pizza. Wikipedia. Look at this. Detroit style pizza. Chris says that's my location too. Very good. Detroit style pizza. Wikipedia. Huh. It's a rectangular pizza with a thick crust. Sounds like Sicilian. Topped with tomato sauce and Wisconsin brick cheese that goes all the way to the edges. Huh. I should have tried this when I was in Detroit. Man, that looks good. That's from Wikipedia. Edward says gelato is just like ice cream. I don't think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. It's a frozen dessert of Italian origin. Has a density and richness that distinguishes it from other ice creams, says Wikipedia. Cal Voltaire says, I am craving pizza and gelato. No, I've never been to Italy. Oliver says, Pizza Hut is Detroit style. Tammy says it's like ice cream. I don't remember. I feel like I had it years ago. Gelato. Maybe I need to try it again. I don't really eat desserts these days, though. West Hawk says not identical to ice cream. Food Network. What is the difference between gelato and ice cream? No, gelato and ice cream aren't the same thing. Gelato is creamier, smoother, and silkier, as well as denser and more elastic and fluid than American ice cream. Gelato uses more milk and less cream than ice cream. Generally doesn't use egg yolks, which are common in ice cream. Gelato is served about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than American ice cream. How about that? Yeah, pizza. Now I'm hungry for pizza. Away from It All says Pizza Hut has a Detroit-style pizza now, and they're putting the sauce on the top. Washington Post. Pizza Hut's Detroit style is crunchy and cheesy, but one expert says Motor City natives would be offended. This is from Washington Post. Pizza Hut has its own Detroit style pizza. Okay, what do they say? One person said in this article said the crust wasn't crisp enough, the cheese didn't extend to the edges, and it wasn't the classic Wisconsin brick cheese. Anyways, Pizza Hut has Detroit style pizza, I guess, according to our viewers. Detroit style pizza from Pizza Hut. Finished with a premium diced tomato sauce on top. West Hawk says not the same thing as Detroit. Not Cupcakes has never had any Pizza Hut or chain pizza. I got to go to the... Rick Hoppy is here. Hello, Rick. I got to go to the UPS store this week. I got to grab West Hawk's package and also bring that letter back. The Express Scripts letter that was somebody else's that ended up in my mailbox that I haven't brought back yet. So many things to try. I have to try Grandma Pizza and Detroit style pizza. Oh, hang on a second. Let me do this. Oops. Okay. We've been we've been talking about a bunch of different stuff in this chat. Go to Italy. Yeah, I need to go. I'd love to go to Italy at some point. I've never been to Italy. I have never been there. Okay. What did I mean to talk about? We've been kind of all over the place. No Carlos Rosa. Joe Arrow, I don't think it's buffering for anyone else. You might want to refresh, Joe Arrow. Normally when somebody says it's buffering, it's actually not buffering. It's for anybody else. Alibaba says, I love the pizza news coverage. Yeah, so No, I actually talked about it last night. There's a chapter on the video last night called Carlos Rosa, right? He came back after what happened, said he was fine, but maybe not. Did he really? See, I talked about this last night. Remember, there's chapters. See, look. Did Carlos Rosa leave? He made it into a chapter. So Cala Voltaire claims I got a bit upset with Carlos and other people because I said I was going to talk about something on the stream like last week, and then as normally happens, we kind of went off and talked about something else for about 10 minutes, and we were still talking about the other thing, and he said something like, okay, so what about this? What about the thing you were going to talk about? And it was just like, and I just at that point talked about how so many of our viewers are so impatient and they can't wait 10 minutes. Now, and we haven't seen him since, so I said, wow, did he just leave the channel? Chris says he'd go to Italy with me. Maybe we can do a big group trip one day. One day. I'd love to go. Linda says he's a chapter, he has to come back. But Cala Voltaire is claiming that he would that Carlos Rosa, after he was timed out, came back. Now I don't know that that's the case. Can anyone else confirm that? Polly says Carlos went to Italy. Sarah Joy is looking at the logs. Rick says, I'm up to Detroit Pizza Gelato. Is Rick catching up? Is that what's happening? Tony, it's hard to get PCs now. PCs are in a bit of short supply. April Coco says, we loved Italy, so much amazing food. Barb says, we're saving up for Russia, then Italy. Chris says, I think he is listening now. If so, Carlos, you are missed, and we hope you return when you are ready. So Chris thinks he is listening right now. I think he'd be chatting if he were listening. Jordan Thaler, I don't know why you keep saying the same thing over and over again. I think Jordan is behind in the broadcast. Sarah Joy says, hasn't been on since the 19th. Well, the question is, though, Sarah, when was the broadcast? When was his last broadcast? The question is, did he actually come back on that broadcast that he got timed out on and then say he was okay with it? Nicole, I understand the traveling is really expensive. Traveling is not all traveling, but you start going to other countries, it's expensive. Sarah Joy says, last thing he said was, what happened today, Steve? I think that's what it was. That's what it was. When we were talking in the middle of talking about something else. That's what it was. And I was like, our audience is impatient. Yeah, so Cala Voltaire, you posted fake news in the chat, Cala Voltaire. According to Sarah Joy, he did not come back. Not Cupcake says you only live once and you can't take that money with you. Why be cheap when you're alive? Not all. There's a difference between being cheap and being prudent. If you have some extra money but you think you're going to need it for something, you're not being cheap by not spending it. Now, you can imagine a situation when somebody had a ton of extra money and they just refused to spend it on anything, right? But that's not the only kind of situation you can have. When somebody has a little extra money and is choosing not to go on vacation, there's also a situation in which they really think they'll need the money and they're being prudent. Oh, Cal Voltaire, that's very kind of you. Cal Voltaire says Carlos came back a day or so after and said he was fine. He came back on a later broadcast. Your Honor, I declared under penalty of perjury. So we have a disagreement here. Sarah Joy says maybe he came on AFTV. Oh, this is interesting. Hey, thank you, Callie Voltaire. That's very generous of you. Wow. That's very nice of Cal Voltaire. Yeah, she is a lawyer, so I guess she wouldn't at least... Well, I'm not saying she's making it up. Maybe she's misremembering. Lawyers can misremember, you know. I feel like at this point, it's like if it's like a couple more days that he's not here, I think he won't come back. Chris Lund said they never would under penalty of perjury. Well, if somebody misremembered, but they were really convinced that they remembered correctly, I don't know. All right, well, Sarah Joy is saying the records say he didn't come back. Boy, we have a disagreement here. We have a mystery. Cal Voltaire says, I am a court government official. Michelle Lee says, I'm going to find out and come back. Chris thinks he's watching. The thing is, the thing about the Carlos Rosa situation is, I feel like that's happened before with him. There's been times before when Carlos did something that kind of annoyed me, and I said it. Cala Voltaire, you just stole Paulie's joke. How can we trust you now? No, but there were other times when that was like the thing I would say on... I've said on the stream before, I said, Carlos, like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, like, he's great, and then once in a while, he just does something annoying. So I feel like this is not a new... It's a little weird because if he doesn't come back, because I don't think what happened was really a new thing. Erica says, you thought you scared me off one time, but I was just busy. Well, I thought you were scared off, but was it me? Oh, yeah, I did think I scared Erica off. Yeah, Erica came back after a few days. Oh, Rita's Real is here. Rita's Real says she was lurking, but this got her to come in. I think he was here for the news stream on Brian's bones found, I think. Ooh. What a mystery. Rita's Real, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay, Rita's Real? She had a booster shot, I think, right? No? Westhawk said, I asked for him? Asked for what? Erica says, I'm glutton for punishment, though. Rick Hoppy likes Utah's national parks. I've never been there. Linda Gordon said, you scared me at the beginning, but I came back. Nicole's getting a booster on Tuesday. I hope Rita's okay. I asked for Carlos. I don't know what you're saying. I'm confused. Rita's Real says, I'm feeling better. Yesterday sucked. Felt really rough. Didn't feel that way at all from the J&J, my flu shot, but my Moderna shot stunk. Woke up feeling good. It sounds like you had what I had with my first Moderna shot. My second one, I was fine. My first one, I was sick for like a day and a half. I just felt like I had the flu for a day and a half when I got my first vaccine shot. It sounds like that's what you had. Lefty's Right Witch eats fathead dough pizza. I don't know what that is. Fathead pizza dough says Wholesome Yum is a gluten-free, low-carb, and keto dough. All right. Yes, you can mix them now. See Reuters. CDC signs off on Moderna J&J COVID-19 vaccine boosters mix and match shots. Americans, the CDC said Americans can choose a different shot from their original inoculation as a booster. I'm sure it explains it on the CDC page. Erica says, I think they saw they had better results if you mix. I need to find that chart. Well, if you had J&J, is that what it is? I don't know. I would just have to go to the CDC site. I was trying to see if where they mentioned the CDC mix and match thing on their page. Here it is. No, this is like, sorry. I'm not going to find it now. I'm trying to find the place on CDC site where they talk about mix and match. And I just haven't looked, so I can't find the page. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Booster shots. Eligible individuals may choose which vaccine they receive as a booster dose, says CDC. Some people may have a preference for the vaccine type they originally received, and others may prefer to get a different booster. I think the CDC did not like specifically say you should do this or you do this. They just said you're allowed to get whatever one. I think that's what they did. Erica sent me something. Yeah, I read something about how like J&J people did better with one of the non-J&J ones. What is this? Erica sent me something from Eric Feigl Ding. I'm not going to get all into this now, but Eric Feigl Ding said Switching booster seems to be the best. I don't know where this. It looks like some study or something. I have to look at the study and everything, and see. I don't know if this is the consensus right now or not. I don't know how much research has been done on this. Anyways. Thank you for sending that in, Erica. Yeah, look, this is here. This is what I was talking about. This is from Yale Medicine. If you had the J&J shot, can you get a booster of Pfizer or Moderna instead? You can. There was a federal clinical trial. The preliminary data showed people who had gotten the J&J vaccine followed by a Moderna booster had a 76-fold rise in antibodies in 15 days. Those who got Pfizer saw a 35-fold increase, and those who got the J&J booster had only a 4-fold increase. This data was published in a preprint and has not yet undergone independent peer review. So the idea is it's possible that people who got J&J for the first shot would be better off getting one of the other ones for the second shot, but I can't really speak to that. I'll have to look in when I'm approved for a booster, I'm going to run out and take one. I'll look at the latest recommendations then. I'm not prepared with lots of data on this now. Little Bird got all 3 Moderna. April Coco, who is a doctor, says CDC doesn't recommend any specific booster, but there is a chart based on NIH data which may be best. The thing that Erica was referring to that she sent me, the thing that Erica sent me, again, I don't know what study this is, but it's a study that Eric Feigl-Ding, I guess, posted. And it basically, if you look at it, if you just look at what it says here, it shows that, like, it's kind of hard to see that people, this study, maybe it's the one that the Yale was talking about, but the people who got J&J for the first shot seem to have a much better response to the booster that's not J&J. Whereas with people who got Moderna, they seem to do a little better with Pfizer than Moderna, and J&J was third. And people who got Pfizer, they seem to do a little better with Moderna than Pfizer, and J&J was third. But that's just one set of data. I don't know. I don't believe there's any conclusion about this. Conclusive decision. I don't know what I'd do. It seems like from the little data I've seen, if I got Moderna for my first one, I think I'd want to get Moderna or Pfizer for my second one. But I'll have to decide later. Anyways, we had a poll. I don't know if Linda saw the poll. Hey, so 100 people voted in our poll. 69% said Carlos Rosa will come back, and 31% said he would not come back. Kay got all 3 Pfizer. What did Erica say? Did she chime in again? Read is Real said J&J are a different kind of vaccine, mRNA, than Moderna and Pfizer, and those boosters seem to be better than J&J. She said that's what her pharmacist said. Erica said, the reference I'm looking at is medical letter. Sorry, I haven't looked into it either. Sorry, pharmacy dorked. I agree with your statement. Don't know how much research. Look, the bottom line is the CDC, who I would look to, says you can get any of them. If the CDC thought one of the boosters was bad and wasn't going to help you, they wouldn't tell you you can get that one. So the CDC just recommends for if you're eligible, they have certain eligibility. The CDC recommends if you're eligible, just get one of them. They say get any of them. If they really thought you weren't going to be helped, they wouldn't say that. They'd say get one of these. But I am running to get mine when they say I can get it. Pan says, here in the Netherlands, boosters aren't available yet. Anyways. See, this is an article from a few days ago. This says booster shots could soon be recommended for people as young as 40.
Fox News anchor Neil Cavuto has tested positive for COVID-19. Cavuto has battled multiple sclerosis for 25 years, and he credits being vaccinated against COVID for saving his life. He said this, while I'm somewhat stunned by this news, doctors tell me I'm lucky as well. Had I not been vaccinated and with all my medical issues, this would be a far more dire situation. It's not, because I did, and I'm surviving this because I did.
We learned about Cavuto's diagnosis on Monday evening when he tested positive. We did not report it until he decided to share it, because that's his health and news to share. But I think it's important that he's come forward and shared this and said to everyone, I hope everyone gets the message loud and clear. Get vaccinated for yourself and for others. This is coming on the same day that our colleague John King.
The volume was, I did not know. I did not know. Yeah, it was, I don't know why that was. The speaker wasn't on here. So the video auto played, and I had no idea you could hear the video. No, because the speaker wasn't on. There was no way for me to hear. My speaker was off. There was no way for me to hear it. I had no idea. So all I was saying is that CNN posted an article saying that that they had heard that booster shots could soon be recommended to people as young as 40. That's all I said. I hope I don't get a copyright strike now. Actually, I don't know if I will, because I wasn't showing the video. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike from the audio. I mean, it won't be, it wouldn't, I don't even think it would be a strike. It would be like a claim or something. Then I'd probably just remove the audio. I had no idea. Once in a while that happens. Once in a while I forget to put my speaker on. And then I couldn't even hear it. I had no idea. I don't want to cut it out if I don't have to, because if you edit something, then the live chat disappears. Thank you, Jake, for State Farm. Jake says, Jake from State Farm says, here's $2 for your copyright strike. Thank you. Hopefully we're okay. I think we might be okay. Sarah Joy sent me the same diagram that Eric Feigl Ding posted. I just don't know where this is originally from. But thank you, Sarah Joy, for sending it in. Read is Real said, my pharmacist said, Either I got it on Friday because I had the J&J, or I get it next week because I'm over 40. So Rita's Reels pharmacist thinks that by like next week, people over 40 will be able to get it. Wow. Hang on, why am I not signed in here? So confusing. Washington Post always signs me out. They always sign me out. All the time. Now I'm going to have to sign back in. Here, I got it. I got it. What's the article called? FDA strongly considers. I got it. Hey, thanks, Bryce Out. Yeah, the mods are awesome. Love them. Love the mods. They're the best. Sarah Joy, Linda Belk, AJ, Melissa McQueen. Here it is. Washington Post said 4 days ago, federal regulators are seriously considering authorizing coronavirus vaccine boosters for everyone 40 years old and older. A move that could blah, 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 blah. Action would not occur until next month. Oh. The officials who spoke to Washington Post said it would not happen until next month. That would be, at least a week from now. Maybe next week. Okay. Oh yeah, Sarah, I see. That study is a preprint study. So again, the data is not settled on the booster efficacy. But thank you for sending in the link, Sarah Joy. Yeah, that chart we saw before. Sarah Joy sent me this from WITN. And the chart we saw of the booster efficacy, you can see it says a medical device engineer from Cornell University analyzed data. Where does the data come from? Preprint data. Oh, Dr. Rob Swanda had this data. So again, this is one set of data. I'm guessing there's other studies going on too. Copyright strike doesn't cost anything. But it can be, if you get a copyright strike, if like you steal somebody else's video and they give you a copyright strike, you don't have to pay, but they can punish your channel. A copyright claim can result in like the ad revenue going to whoever the claimant is. Beth is getting her booster shot. Edward used to put a whole bucket of candy on his porch with a note on it, take one, and some kid emptied out the whole bucket. Yeah, what can you do? I mean, I feel like there's a chance that'll happen. Unfortunately. Cal Voltaire is getting a booster this week. Okay. So we talked about that. I still don't know if we're doing I think we're not going to end up doing the Halloween stream with Misha. I told you guys I said I'll believe it if I see it, and when I see it. I'm guessing it won't happen. But maybe we'll do like a viewer costume thing or something. We'll see. Pan, why should it be past tense? I do it in the present, so why should it be past tense? Ooh. I'm gonna retweet this. Erica, I think you mean Clubhouse, not Treehouse. Clubhouse. Treehouse is interesting, though. I just retweeted this. Internet disrupted in Sudan amid reports of military coup and detention of Prime Minister. That's from NetBlocks. Eric Saunders is here. Sorry, I was just doing a quick news check. Oh, look at this. Hey, guys. What is this? Alec Baldwin was rehearsing a scene in which he draws a gun and points it at the camera when he accidentally shot and killed the cinematographer. I think this is like a new article. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I wonder. I have to look this up. We might have to do a stream on this. Oh, this is a new affidavit. I got to try to get this affidavit. Where are people getting these affidavits? It says the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office released an affidavit. From where did they get it? Why doesn't it? Nobody publishes the affidavits. How are they getting the Santa Fe County Sheriff's affidavit on Sunday night at 8:38 p.m.? They're not going to I can't call them up right now and ask the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office for it. I don't think. I should try calling them. I want to get the affidavit. Yeah, I'm checking the website. I don't know what I'd like to get. No, it's a new affidavit released tonight, West Hawk. It's a new affidavit. This is a new affidavit from the director that has been released tonight. This is new. But I really want to get. I just don't. How do you get the affidavit? Oh, hold on a second. I think I found a link. Would it be possible to get a copy of the new affidavit released tonight, reported by the New York Times, in which it is the affidavit containing statements by director Joel Souza, who was involved in the accidental movie set shooting. Okay, so I sent an email because on the Santa Fe Sheriff's County Sheriff site, it says, use the below email address to submit your news media request to inspect Sheriff's Office public records. Email the Sheriff's Public Information Officer at blank. That's it. That's who you got to contact. So I reached out to that person and to see if I can get a copy of the affidavit. Let's see here. Yeah, so what the New York Times article says, let me just show you this. It says, the director of Rust told investigators he had been standing beside the film cinematographer as the actor Alec Baldwin sat in a wooden church pew rehearsing a scene in which he draws a gun and points it at the camera lens. That's the thing I hadn't heard before. It was definitely a scene in which Alec Baldwin draws the gun and points it at the camera lens. The director, Joel Souza, then said he heard what sounded like a whip and a loud pop, which we hadn't heard before. Mr. Souza saw the cinematographer grabbing her midsection and starting to stumble backward before he noticed he was bleeding from his shoulder. Okay. The details provided a chilling account of how the shooting materialized. Fine. Mr. Souza told the detective about the protocols for firearm safety on the set. He said guns are typically checked by the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, and checked again by Dave Halsey, assistant director, who would then hand the gun to an actor. Mr. Souza said no one got searched for live ammunition on their person before or after scenes were filmed. The director said there should never be live rounds whatsoever near or around the scene. They had been working on the same scene before lunch, and after lunch, Mr. Souza said he was unsure whether the revolver had been rechecked. Okay, blah, 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 blah. He said the crew broke for lunch before the shooting and had to be shuttled to a nearby area to eat. When they returned to the set, Mr. Souza said he was not sure if the firearm had been checked again. The affidavit also includes notes from an interview with a cameraman who was standing nearby. The cameraman said, the AD grabbed the revolver from a gray two-tiered tray, handed the gun to Mr. Baldwin, shouted, "Cold gun." While setting up the scene, the crew had to reposition the camera because it was a shadow. Mr. Baldwin was explaining how he was going to draw the gun, pulling it out from the holster when the firearm discharged. Look at that. Mr. Russell said Mr. Baldwin had been very careful with the firearm. During an earlier scene, Mr. Baldwin had tried to ensure his safety on set, making sure a child wasn't near him when he was discharging the gun. All right. This is awful. After the firearm was discharged, Mr. Russell told the detective he remembered Joel having blood on his person and Miss Hutchins speaking and saying she couldn't feel her legs. I'm going to post this. This is really terrible. The part about the part that she was alive after she got shot. That's the worst part. Hang on, I gotta post this. Condolences to her family. It's the worst. Okay, we'll do this. Let me see if this post works. Yeah, I know. I knew, like, there was reporting that said she had died later, but I hadn't heard reporting about her saying specific things. It's just awful. Yeah, so something I don't know is I don't think I'm gonna do a stream on this story right now. I don't think the new information in that story warrants me rushing on the air with a stream, especially at this time of night. I don't know. I go back and forth on it, but. The big info in that news story is that supposedly they were rehearsing a scene when he points a gun at the camera, and it's not even clear whether Alec Baldwin fired the gun. It's not even clear, did the gun go off by accident or did he pull the trigger? This is what I don't understand. It doesn't say that. Ziggy says contact the courthouse. Yeah, but I mean, the New York Times said this was released tonight. I don't think they got it by contacting the courthouse. Unless they have somebody sitting at the court. I don't understand. How are they getting stuff from a courthouse on Sunday night? Sarah Joy said it said in the 911 call that she was responsive. I think I do remember that now, Sarah Joy. I believe I remember that. I hadn't heard any specifics about what she said. Cashette says, Steve has a second channel. He looks a lot older from this angle. Aw, thanks, Cashette. Thanks so much. That's so nice of you, Cashette. Thank you. Yeah, I don't understand what, like I don't know if the New York Times knows somebody, has a contact in the sheriff's department. Maybe they do. Maybe the New York Times has a contact in the sheriff's office. They got this new part of an affidavit on Sunday night. I don't think there's anyone I can call or write to on Sunday night at 10 p.m. local time at the courthouse or the sheriff's office who's going to send me an affidavit right now. So I emailed them. The person I emailed is the public information officer. I'm guessing I'll get an email back from him tomorrow, and he'll just, if he can't give it to me, he'll tell me where I can look. It's just a weird part of that article with the affidavit. It doesn't specifically say, it doesn't say that the gun went off accidentally, but it doesn't say that Alec Baldwin actually pulled the trigger. So I don't know what happened. See if anybody else is posting about it. See, Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal has an article, and they have the affidavit too. Where are these people getting this affidavit? The Wall Street Journal just came out with a similar article. It says, Alec Baldwin practiced pulling a revolver from his holster, showing the director how he planned to reach across his body, draw the gun, and point it at the camera. On the actor's final reach for the gun, the director said he heard a whipping noise followed by a loud pop. What's the whipping noise? A whipping noise. Yeah, the Wall Street Journal, I'm just looking at right now, came out with basically the same article as the New York Times. It's almost a carbon copy because it's based on the same. Yeah, Chris Lund says time to call Kathy Griffin. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It's these news outlets are getting these affidavits, but no one's posted it. That's the other weird thing. Is you have all these news outlets saying we got this affidavit, and I believe they do, but no one's actually posted it. But normally, if an affidavit comes out and news outlets start reporting it, somebody just posts it. But nobody's posting it. So I don't know if they have like contacts in the office who are saying we'll show it to you, but you can't post it or something. Yeah, Greasy Palm says ibidibby. It's just odd. It's so, I mean, it's weird. I'd go live if I had the actual affidavit, just to read it. There's been two. There's two affidavits out now. There was one that came out like 2 days ago, and there's one that came out tonight. But there's only articles about it. There's not actually the affidavit. You can't see it anywhere. Cal Voltaire said if anyone posted it would be Daily Mail, but they do not have it. See, I wonder if there's some agreement that these news outlets have made. Like, we'll show it to you, but you can't show it to anybody else. You can't post it. Because it's the strangest thing. You know, Calla Voltaire should know about this. She does legal work. Calla Voltaire, why on Sunday night at midnight Eastern time, and it would be like, I guess it would be 10 p.m. New Mexico time. How are the Wall Street Journal and New York Times getting an affidavit from the sheriff's office? Calla Voltaire says there is most likely. I will try to call them and have my friends in the LA County Sheriffs. You're saying, Calla Voltaire, you think there's some agreement where they're getting the affidavit, but they're being told, don't post it, don't publish it. It's the strangest thing. Maybe I'll do a live stream on it. I've been covering it. It's this weird thing. It's like, it's not that much new information. So I don't want to do a live stream where it's literally just saying the same thing over and over and over again. But it's like some new information. Read is Real says it may be in public record in clerk of court. I'm looking for it now. If it's public record, I don't know why it's not just being released. So I posted the tweet. There's that article in the New York Times, right? Where I posted a tweet, which is the quote about how she was still alive after she was shot, and she was saying she couldn't feel her legs, and I posted it. And one person replied and said, "This isn't really news and a little distasteful." It's not really news. I think the story is news. I think it's news that she was alive and she was saying that stuff. This is also being, sympathetic to her. I don't think it's distasteful. It's also literally a screenshot from the New York Times. It's in the New York Times article. I didn't just clip it from the, this is what happens. Complainers, complainers, complainers. Barbara Goldberg? Barbara Goldberg is a Reuters. She wrote a Reuters article. She's not the source of the affidavit. She looks like she works for Reuters. Calla Voltaire says contact Steve Gregory from KFI. What's KFI? She says she will look into it tomorrow morning. Cala Voltaire says he is a reporter at in L.A. Then there's also a story here. I just saw this. AI6YR posted this. Hold on. The nationwide outage of a South Korean internet service due to mass DDoS attack. This is from Juyep S. Kwok and says, DDoS is one of the less sophisticated attacks. If true, this marks a major embarrassment for the internet service provider. Internet service seems to be coming back gradually at KT after some 40 minutes. Okay, so that was going on. All right. Brainy Janie, I emailed the sheriff's office public information officer. That's who I emailed. I don't think I can really call or email anyone who's going to listen to me at 10:02 p.m. local time anyway on a Sunday night. I don't think there's any chance of me reaching a human being that I can talk to on Sunday night that will give me this affidavit. Oh, Phyllis is watching. Phyllis, she says, I will totally back Alec. I love him. Well, no one right now that I've heard is saying that Alec Baldwin intentionally shot anybody. It seems that he did not. I mean, everything's pointing to him not knowing that the gun was loaded. Apparently it was loaded, according to the affidavit. Thank you, Phyllis, for messaging in. She says she's watching. Okay. I was just saying if there's anything else on this affidavit thing. Not cupcakes? No. Not cupcakes. Do not do this. Not Cupcakes says, seems as if we need a news update on AFTV2. Please do not tell me. It really annoys me when you tell me how to run my channels. Please do not do that. It's annoying. Do not tell me how to run my channels. I will run them the way I want to run them. Chris says, do you think politics will play a part in whether they go after him or not? No, not at all. I don't think it'll play a part at all. I think they will they have to first figure out what happened. And when they figure out what happened, they will literally just apply the law. I have 100% confidence in that. I do not think it will be a question of politics. But I don't know the specifics about like negligence law and all that in New Mexico. Harry is watching too. Thanks, Phyllis and Harry, for watching. Yeah, it's just, this is a weird story. It's like, this is one of these things where like, I don't know if I want to do another stream just about this one story. I can't tell. I've been thinking about it. I can't. I'll have to think about it for a minute. No, we've already covered it. We've done 2 streams on it. We did the initial stream, and we did the next stream when the first affidavit came out. You just don't know. You just don't know. There's just. I mean, it's just really unclear. It's so unclear. Like, how did it actually go off? Thank you, Peppy the Frog. I appreciate that, Peppy the Frog. Thank you. It's very nice of you. I'm glad you like the streams. Peppy, thank you. See, there's so much we don't know. Like, we don't know. What the question, one question this new affidavit raises is like, we don't even know if Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger. We don't even know if he pulled the trigger. Read Israel says Santa Fe sure makes it very hard for the public to have access to public records, like really difficult. I guess they are trying to stop doxing it all, but not very transparent. I still can't figure it out. I don't have a good. Sorry, I just don't have a good sense either way whether to do a stream about it. I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't like doing streams when there's not that much new information. It's kind of lame. Yeah, Jake says if you do a stream, I'll donate another to $1.99. Thank you, Jake. Now it's a question of just whether the information warrants a stream. Mark says, I'm back. The weather died down a bit. Warning's gone. Again, just to go over what the new information is, it says that Alec Baldwin was rehearsing a scene in which he draws a gun and points it at the camera lens. The director said he heard what sounded like a whip and then a loud pop. Oh, well, definitely. I mean, if there's a lot of information, there's like big information comes out, we'll definitely do another stream. But I'm just telling you what the information from this article was. That's really the big information. I'm just thinking of any of the other big outlets are saying anything about it. No, nothing in IndieWire. Fury Inferno says, how late are you streaming? I don't know how late. We never know. Stream as late as I feel like. Maybe they will send me the affidavit tomorrow. I still don't know. I still don't know if I want to do a stream on it. It's a hard call. This one's a hard call. It's so little new information. Kimberly Barr said TMZ had an article about the gun. I hadn't seen that. Where was that at? Here it is. I hadn't seen this. This is from yesterday. This is from the 23rd. The gun that was claimed the life was also being fired recreationally. Multiple sources said the same gun that was accidentally fired was being used by crew members offset as well for what we're told amounted to target practice. We're told this off-the-clock shooting was being done with real bullets, which is how some who worked on the film believe a live round found its way into chambers that day. I hadn't even heard this report. One source who was on set and familiar with the goings-on tells us when cops showed up, they found live ammo and blanks were being stored in the same area. Another possible explanation for how an actual bullet sub got there. Yeah, so I can't confirm this reporting from TMZ. I mean, look, this is not a confirmed report, right? This is TMZ saying they're hearing this. So I wouldn't start running around saying this definitely happened. Thanks, Kimberly. I hadn't even seen that report before. I'm going to retweet this. I retweeted it. I just missed that yesterday. Actually, I'm going to retweet with a caveat. Hold on, I'm just posting this. I'll show you the tweet when I'm done. With real bullets. Unconfirmed report from TMZ that the gun in the Alec Baldwin incident was also being used by crew members for target practice offset with real bullets. Unconfirmed report from TMZ that the gun in the Alec Baldwin incident was also being used by crew members for target practice offset with real bullets. Okay, I just posted it. That's interesting. Thank you, Kimberly. I hadn't even seen that before. Hadn't seen it. Again, might not be true. Also, might not have anything to do with what happened. But it is interesting. Ziggy says, I posted that in the chat an hour ago. Okay, Ziggy, so I'm literally, while I'm doing this stream, I'm supposed to literally see every single message posted in the chat, right? Every single one. I can't have one message go by that I don't see. Rita's Real says, we're on it, all us chat ammunition experts. Rick says that's bad. Well, there's this report from the affidavit that during lunch, that they had lunch and then they came back, and it's not. So I can't imagine somebody was using the gun during lunch before the incident. Then there's that thing they say in the article. TMZ says one source says when cops showed up, they found live ammo and blanks were being stored in the same area. I have no idea if that's the case. Anyways. It's 12:21 a.m., guys. It's 12:21 a.m. I don't think I'm going to do a live stream about the Alec Baldwin thing tonight, but you never know. I think I need to have a snack when we get off the air and then decide. Who knows? Maybe I will. Chris is going to bed. But it's getting late. It's 12:22 a.m. I think it's time to wrap up the stream. Let's wrap this up. Then I can think more clearly. Oh, Gail's husband had a heart attack? Gail, I'm so sorry to hear that. Gail, I hope he does better. Wow, Gail just popped in. She said her husband is in the ICU. Gail, I'm so sorry to hear that. So thoughts with Gail's husband. Sorry, I just saw that right now. She says, go learn CPR. My neighbors and I did CPR and kept him alive. Again, Gail, I hope he feels better and recovers soon. Yeah, so I was just about to wrap up this stream, and who knows? I don't know if we'll do a stream tonight about the Alec Baldwin stuff. I'll just have to see. But if not, maybe we'll do one tomorrow. Look, anyways, hey, thanks to our moderators who were here. Melissa McQueen, Linda Belk, Sarah Joy, AJ. I really appreciate it, moderators. Thank you. Thanks, Jake from State Farm, too. Hey, Jake from State Farm, thank you. Thanks, Jake from State Farm. And thank you, West Hawk. I appreciate that, West Hawk. I got to grab your package this week, West Hawk. Thank you, West Hawk. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kevin Dove. So again, we'll be doing more streams, but I appreciate you joining me tonight for this stream. And thank you to those of you who chatted as well. Oh, thank you, Reed Israel. I appreciate that, Reed Israel. Thank you. Thank you. But thank you guys for watching and for chatting and for lurking. Edward, that's not true. I sometimes don't take bathroom breaks. Wow, Kisei just came by. Okay. Let me just thank some of our viewers. Chris Lund, Tony Nagy, Kevin Dove, Robin Banks, Reed Israel, Mr. Handy Dandy Notebook, letter artist Denise Horton, Honey Lava, Paula Faust, Paul's Blind. Where did it go? Paul's Blind. Is it like Soup for the Soul or something? I lost it. I lost the name. Did Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul say something bad? No. I see what Paul's Blind Suit for the Soul was watching. Fury Inferno, Alibaba, Scott Bixler, Mantronics, Dave Moss, Dillamond, Kimberly Barr, Edward Kim, Astro Josh, Tony Nagy, Lisa Remo. Again, sad to hear that Gone with the Guy. I hope your husband feels better soon. Thoughts with him. Jess C., thanks for watching, Jess. Lisa Remo. Terrence Bunce, MSU Kiwi. Barb Filer. Thanks everybody who donated too. That's super nice of you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sean C., if you want to get unblocked from AFTV, you need to contact the moderators. They are the ones who control that. Here. We will post the link. You'll see, right? Nightbot will post the link in a moment. That's it right there. The complaints one. Is that the one? AFTV complaints. Oh, there it is. Sarah Joy posted it. That's the one for to ask them about getting unblocked. There it is. All right, so I am wrapping this up, and we'll be doing more streams soon. Thank you for joining me for this late stream. And I'm sure we'll do, whether or not we do it tonight, I'm sure we'll do an Alec Baldwin update soon. Okay. On the news channel. All right, guys. Thanks again, moderators. And thanks to all of our viewers, all of you, and all the lurkers. And again, thoughts with Gail's husband. Hope he, best wishes on as fast a recovery as possible. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me for this live stream. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you have more of a weekend to go. And have a good start to your week. And we will have more streams soon. We will see you very, very soon.